Hey guys, it's Mandy here. It's been a while since I made a video, so I decided to make one on a subject that I've been thinking about for quite a while now, but it sort of relates to one of the businesses that I tend to be doing part-time. So I don't know if any of you have heard of the company called Forever Living. Forever Living is a multi-level marketing company that deals with health and wellness products, so skin creams, shampoos, and other such products, all aloe vera based. And I work part-time in this company selling some of these products. Now, some of you may have heard a lot of negative things about this company. I'm not here to promote it as such, but I just wanted to talk about my personal opinion as to why I think a lot of people do tend to think it's a scam company. So that's going to be my topic of conversation today. I think a lot of the problems with this company come down to the fact that they tend to promote, when you sign up, they tend to promote the fact that you will be getting a lot of wonderful rewards and lots of money and all this wonderful stuff. And I think they tend to do that because they want people to sign up. But what they don't tend to tell you is that if you want to actually get the rewards that the company has, you have to work this as a serious business. It's a serious full-time business. You can't get any rewards if you do this part-time like I do. I don't get any rewards for doing the amount of work that I do because I only do enough to earn me a couple of hundred here and there in every few months or so. So if you're doing it like that, you're not going to get any rewards. The company aren't going to pay you to do anything because they work off a point system, which allows them to know how much you're producing. And from my personal experience, that has been a very negative experience because of the fact that my supervisor, I'm not going to name any names, but my supervisor, they tended to push the points and the reward schemes at me a lot, which meant that in order for me to do the minimum requirement for me to be a full-time business owner, I had to have 4 points a month. Now, 4 points doesn't seem like a lot, but the amount of product that you need to sell to make up 4 points is a hell of a lot of product. And, if you're just selling, you will, and I worked it out, you will be investing in this business a minimum of about £850 when in the promotional video or promotional meetings that they bring newcomers to show about business, they tend to promote the investment as being only £200, which technically is a lie because of the fact that it's not the only investment you have, because of the fact that you actually have to invest on a monthly basis towards your business cards, your flyers, your stall fees, the products that you have to promote and sell, travel expenses, phone bills, events that you have to go to, just to name a few things. That all adds up on a month-to-month basis, which is something that my supervisor personally never told me about. She sort of skimmed over it, and I didn't realize that I was actually wasting a lot of my money because I hadn't been told how to manage my money properly as if I were running a real business. I'm not saying that you can't run a business successfully in Forever. You definitely can, because otherwise no one would have succeeded in it. But, and this is a business that has been going on, the company has been around for over 40 years now, so it's definitely not a scam because otherwise it would have been shut down a long time ago. Ponzi schemes tend to get shut down very quickly because of the fact that they tend to collect as much money as they can and then they just disappear. But Forever is an open company, and also because of the fact that it can't be a scam because they actually have a product for you to sell. Therefore, they are a valid company. And, they're open about it. And I do actually use some of the products myself. They're actually quite good products. There are products that I actually genuinely like and I would happily use in this company. But the thing is, I'm not confident in selling these products, or at least recruiting people to do this, because I don't feel like I was adequately trained. My supervisor, I felt, was pushing the points and the reward schemes, not because she wanted me to be able to run my business properly, but because she wanted me to get the next level pin. And that for me was not my priority. I think when you boil it down, most people who join this business join it because, well, first and foremost, they're always in it for the money. And if you don't talk about money in a business, your business doesn't go anywhere. If you were starting a business without point systems and reward schemes, without the umbrella of Forever over the top of you, with all the sparkly nonsense that they throw at you, what would you be doing? You got to ask yourself that question. What would you do if you were starting this business from scratch with a product that you had created personally? You wouldn't be collecting people into a team and then saying, "Oh, go and promote this product, and you will get points and rewards." You wouldn't do that. You would be talking money. You'd be talking, how much money do I invest? How much money do I lose? How much money do I earn? That's what you'd be talking about. And you'd be talking about how to manage that money. You'd be talking about business accounts, budgeting, and schedules and things like that. But I had to work that out on my own because I didn't feel like my supervisor was really covering all of that. I felt like, looking back on it, she tended to just go over some script format that they had given her to promote all this stuff. But she wasn't actually thinking in terms of, like, how do I genuinely run my business from scratch? How much money do I spend a month? How much money do I spend every quarter of a year? How much money do I spend every half a year? How much money do I spend every year? And how much income does that gain me? Therefore, how do I teach that to the next person who wants to sign up to this? It's something that I think needs to be fixed within the teachings in Forever. And I feel this is why a lot of people tend to drop out of doing Forever, and they feel that Forever is a scam because of it. And, I've been in the business for 9 years, and I felt very angry on numerous occasions when I had realizations about how things should be done. Because I personally felt scammed. I had to look to other entrepreneurs for information on how to run a business because my supervisor was not giving me the adequate information. She didn't talk about how to manage your income, how to manage your profit, how to manage your budgeting, she didn't tell me that I needed a business account to start with. Like, stage number 1, you need a business account. You need to have a budget. You need to make sure that every time you sell something, you top up that budget. She didn't tell me any of that. I had to work that out on my own from watching other entrepreneurial videos from people who were doing something completely different. And I felt a little bit angry towards her about that. So I think there's something that needs to be fixed in the process. And that is that we need to stop touting scripts. We need to start looking at this as an actual business, and we need to stop worrying about rewards and point systems. But we need to teach people only after we have reached a level of qualification, if you will, a sort of qualified level of being able to earn what we want to be earning first. And unfortunately, you can't earn what you want, really, just from the sales. You have to recruit. But how can you recruit when you don't know, when you're not 100% confident in what you're doing? I didn't feel comfortable recruiting people because of the fact that, how can I recruit and teach someone what I don't know? How can I teach someone what I am not an expert in? And it's all very well for me to then, hand them over to my supervisor. But if my supervisor did a terrible job of teaching me, how am I going to feel confident in her being able to teach them? And also, what if her goal doesn't line up with my goal? How is she going to teach me to do what I want to do? I signed up for this to earn money, right? And yes, she obviously earns money. But I said, she once asked me, what do you want to do? What do you want to? What's your goal? On the first day, and I jokingly said, I want to be a millionaire. And she said to me with a serious expression, oh, there are people who are millionaires in this. And I was like, wow, okay, you're serious? Okay, great. I'm down for this. But then, a few years later, it suddenly occurred to me, how can she teach me to be a millionaire when she is not a millionaire? It sort of occurred to me that. And at no point did she say, okay, I will introduce you to one of the members of Forever that are millionaires. She didn't say that to me. She didn't offer that to me. And it would have really been encouraging if she'd said, I'm not a millionaire, I'm not earning millions, but I can hand you over to someone who is, so that they can show you what they are doing. And they can teach you how to do what you want to do. And you might argue that, well, if you can't do what she's doing at her level, how are you going to do what the multimillionaires are doing, or whatever it is? Yeah, you could argue that, but at the same time, if she can't teach me to do what she's doing, even at her level, because she's too busy touting scripts and telling me to buy products so that I can get points, so that I can earn rewards, especially when the rewards are irrelevant to what my goals are. You know, I want to be a filmmaker, so I need money in order to be able to make films. So her saying, oh, earn this incentive of an iPad is not going to motivate me. Sorry, but it's not. So that's just how I believe that this company has a major issue with their promotional stuff, and how I think a lot of people felt duped and scammed in this company. So I think if they fixed this, and, you know, people who do recruit understood that if you want people to stay in your team, you have to teach them the basics of how to run a business, regardless of the points and the rewards. You have to teach them about money management. You have to teach them about budgeting, business accounts. You have to teach them about how to calculate their profit. You have to teach them all these things. You can't just skim over the basics and just sugarcoat it and say, oh, if you do the work, you know, Forever will pay for a car for you. You can't just do that and then expect them to just magically know how to do it all. You've got to cover the basics for it. And I think they didn't cover that with me, and frankly, that annoyed me. And I think a lot of people fell out of Forever because of that. And I think a lot of people fell out of my supervisor's team as a result of that. I believe I know what the patterning is in her particular team building strategy, but I'm not going to say anything about it. But it's just, I do not believe it's a successful method. I think it hinders her. I think it hinders the team building, and I think it hinders everyone else's success. And it makes everyone else feel like they have been shammed and scammed, and you know what? So if you ever do come across Forever Living, don't disregard it, but I would say if you want to sign up to it, demand that your supervisor teach you about the money side of it. Demand it from day one, because they will start sugarcoating everything with the promotions of rewards and all that. So I say if you come across Forever Living, first of all, if you just want to try the products, you can try the products. Absolutely, they're brilliant. I don't say they're not. They are absolutely brilliant products. Try them. You can try them for free. And if you want to buy some, yeah, they're a little bit expensive, but they all come with a 60-day money-back guarantee, so they're actually quite good. So if you don't like them after you tried them, you can send them back and get a refund. Great. But you know what? Definitely, if you want to sign up for the business side of it, demand that your supervisor teach you about the money. Teach you about how to run a business on a financial level. Because if you don't know that, you are not going to succeed in this business. I personally have decided I'm not really interested in succeeding in Forever. I'm happy to sell a few products here and there every so often. But you know what? If I ever decide to go for it, I will. At least I know now what I'm in for. You know, I calculated it. I know that my minimum budget has got to be at least £850 for an investment in this on a monthly basis. And you know what? As long as you know what you're getting into, and as long as you know where you stand and what your investment is going to be, you can succeed. So I say, if you're interested, good luck. But don't mess around. It's not a joke, and it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a serious job. It's a job. It's a full-time job. So don't be fooled by the fact that it's got reward schemes and bonus checks and all the rest of it. You have to work really hard for it. So that's my topic for tonight. So I hope you enjoyed it. Good night.